Name is Taylor. I am the owner of a very small business called The Crack Corner, TCC for short. I actually have this YouTube page. Originally, it started for Bath and Body Works, coupons, hacks, the whole nine. Pre-pandemic-ish, the pandemic definitely set that to next level. My hoard was crazy, but that's besides the point. So anyways, I ended up starting a wax melt business, which then that went in its own direction. It's been awesome. I then took some time off and decided that this page, in the end, I guess, I wanted to share more of, excuse me, I wanted to share more of the crafting side of my soul because I absolutely love art. And crafting is like my favorite thing on earth. That's my happy place, like the happiest place. Don't get me wrong. Candles, wax melts, lotions, love them. Anything scented, love it. But I absolutely love crafting, and that's part of it. I love making the labels for my products. I love doing all those things. But I think more than anything, I absolutely love to create. I just love art. I love making things. I love building something. I love all of those things. So in the end, I decided maybe my YouTube page can be geared more towards those things. And even if it's just an outlet for me to express those things or maybe show other people how exactly the creative process works, because I know I absolutely love watching some of those things. And I utilize YouTube tons when it comes to learning how to work with new mediums, whether it's like figuring out what the hell's going on with my printer or it's figuring out like a easy way to gloss something, the best way to gloss something, or fix some kind of something like there's an air bubble in your resin, that kind of stuff. I utilize other creators for all those things, but I also am inspired by some. So in reality, I thought, I have a business page for my business. This doesn't have to be for my business. Instead, I think it's more for sharing creativity and creation and art and all the things that make our souls happy. And if no one watches it, whatever. If somebody watches it, cool beans. Hey, my name is Taylor. Let's be friends. Do you want to be friends? So I figured I would start by, I guess, doing a video of, hey, this is me. I know I have an 8-year-old daughter, and I know recently I let her start a YouTube channel. I've been very against it, but she has 800 rules for what she can and can't do. Because I know like the world of the internet can be kind of strange. So, and I don't want that for her. I know YouTube can be a little much, especially when there's younger children involved. So I've put so many guidelines up for her, and she asks me a million questions, and I'm always like, just make something. Just make something and put it up. Just do it. Because in reality, whenever you're starting something new, you don't have the answers. You have no idea how it works. You have no idea what people want, what they're looking for, anything like that. So I keep telling her, as long as you're creating something, that's all that matters. If nobody sees it, who cares? Eventually, maybe someone will see something that they want. They'll find you somewheres and it'll be worth it. But even if they don't, think of it like your own personal diary. It's just, the world can see it also. But in the same breath, it's all the pieces of something. It's pieces of you. It's pieces of creativity. It's your art. It's your thing. Because she wanted a page just for animation and creating art and things like that. And I'm totally fine with that. Instead, I believe art is like the core of a vast majority of us, and a life without it, well, that's just sad. I don't know if that's actually sad, but like to me, that's sad. So I'm doing exactly what I told her to do, where it's even if you don't know what to say, even if you don't know what to do, just do it. Just put it there, and eventually you'll find your footing. Eventually you'll find a way of doing things that you like. You'll find exactly what you're looking for. One day you'll get your groove. So that's what I'm doing. I'm literally just here to say, hey, my name is Taylor. If you happen to stumble upon my page, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm doing it. And I think that's like half the struggle, right? Like, do any of us know? I mean, like, nobody gave me a book when I was born on how to be a human. So I have no idea. But anyways, I am going to let you guys see what I'm working on now. I am currently working on this really awesome frame. My dog, who is like my soul dog, it was her second anniversary of like her Rainbow Bridge anniversary the other day. And I made this really, really pretty picture of her as a, you know, like old school, like fine art oil painting of her on like a throne with like a, yeah. She's like a rendition of a queen, you know, like those nice oil paintings, but it's my dog. Anyways, because I have a whole section over here on my stairway. This is my living room. Don't judge me. On my stairway, this is our fine art section. All of this. Yes. So, and I absolutely love collecting pictures of kitties, fine art kitties. And I can't zoom in. I wish I could. Yeah, so these are our fine art kitties. We have Claude, which is in the round picture. Then we got Gerard, which is the fattest of boys. And then we have Franny, which is this sweet girl over here above that pink jacket. Then there's Colonial Kitty, mauling a shark. It happened. They didn't tell you about it in the Mayflower, like, whole thing, you know, like the Pilgrims. Yeah, that was a based on true events. So no, it wasn't. Anyways, so in the end, I wanted to add my dog. Her name is Roxanne. I wanted to, let me fix this. I wanted to add her to my fine art section. So I printed the super cute picture that I had put together of her on a throne, and she needs a frame. And of course, like every other crafter in the world, I go, why would I buy something that I can obviously make? I have never made a picture frame in my life, and I have been working on it for, whoa, is it 6 months maybe? Like, I tried to learn a whole new medium, because at first I was like, I'll do it in polymer clay, because, like, you know, I know enough of that to get by. That didn't work. That crashed and burned. And then I learned maybe I should try resin, because I had gotten a resin kit for my daughter. And epoxy resin, not my thing. I'm too impatient. Like, I'm just too impatient. I do think it has its pluses and its minuses. Too impatient. UV resin, love it. Except that's been a learning curve also. So I originally tried that in hopes that that would be what I can make my frame out of, until I realized that, like, I'm gonna have to learn how to make my own silicone mold, because most molds do not come in an 8x10 from what I can tell. So I was like, oh, well, I could take a bunch of these like long strip ones and like long strip pieces of beautiful braided whatever and put them together and make a frame, except that's way too complicated also. So then I figured out, what if I just take a frame and just build on it? I'll just build things on it. So that's where we're at. Nowhere's near done. Nowhere's near done. Not anywhere near done. But it's still kind of cute so far. So I'm going to keep going with it. I'm currently painting my frame, because I wanted a certain color gold. So I have my little base of this yucky, pukey color that I made. Not quite good enough yet. And then I mixed some Mod Podge. Every crafter has that. Mod Podge. Mixed some Mod Podge with some gold mica powder for the first layer, which in the end, 50,000 layers from now and probably 6 years from now when I actually finish it, because I also have ADHD. No, like I genuinely do. So it's going to take me forever to do anything, and I'm aware of that. And I'm trying to force myself so hard to finish this project because I don't finish projects. Like, I rarely ever finish them. So I'm trying to force myself so hard to finish this one. So I'm currently painting it. I think it's coming out beautiful. I don't know. I'm winging it, but eventually it'll get there. Like, I have hope. Maybe. Anyways, so more than anything, I am doing this video just as like to get my feet wet and figure out what I actually want to try and do for content, because I'm used to normal business content, I guess, but it's not really normal because like my business, it's wax melts and it's the name, the Crack Corner. So I mean, like, how are you normal? Is that a normal name for businesses? Instead, like, for years now, I think we're on year 6. I'm on year 6 of having, you know, my business be part of the world. And anytime I've done vendor events, things like that, and you have to like check in as a vendor, I tell them my name, and like if I go anywhere besides locally, like locally they all know me because I've been with them for years. But if you go anywhere else, they kind of look at you like, are you joking? No, I'm not joking. It's for realsies. But as of late, I've kind of ventured into other mediums for, you know, making things. So I've started doing shirts, I've started doing stickers, and, you know, tons of other things. Printing. I've gotten really into printing because I absolutely love digital and graphic art. So I haven't put as much focus on wax as I normally did, but my content overall is, you know, not so much the crafting and more so the scents, the wax. Lately I've been showing like, you know, shirts and things like that I've done, but it's not this portion of it. It's not this side of my world. And I wish I could share more of this. I know like a lot of my customer base knows me pretty well at this point, and they're pretty aware that I absolutely love art, but in the same breath, that's not what got them to me in the first place. Instead, they were candle lovers, wax melt lovers, that kind of thing, and that's how they found me. So I was kind of like looking for a way to express this side of my soul, I guess, my heart. I don't know. So I think more than anything, the biggest takeaway from this is do the art. Make something. Just make something. Just make it. And if you want to share it with the world, go ahead. If you don't, then don't. I think more than anything, I just really wanted something that was going to make me fall in love with creating and making content and communicating with other humans. Because I have found myself like isolating a lot and doing a lot of the not normal things, I guess. Like, you know, I'm normally very passionate about creating, and I have been doing that the entire time, but I think there's like this like cloud of like burnt out, maybe. I don't know. I'm rambling. That's what I'm doing. There's like this cloud of like burnt out, maybe, that has been kind of like lingering over my head for a little bit. So I needed something that was going to make me motivated again. And I think switching it up when it came to learning how to print things or getting back into like my normal crafting roots instead of just wax or, you know, candles or anything scent related. I think what my soul really needed was to get back to the things that I loved before I met those things, because they fully engulfed my life. And, you know, it's been a process. So either way, I think I thought about it a lot and wanted to start somewhere posting crafts and different things that I do, maybe tutorials, or I don't know. I always look at tutorials like it's kind of strange to me because like some people, I don't know, like they'd be like, it's a tutorial, except like there's a lot of ways to do things. And I mean, like that's showing people one way, but like, I don't know. I don't look at anything like I'm an expert and can be like here's how you do it kind of thing. But instead I can show you, here's how I do things. And like, these are what worked for me. So like, maybe it'll work for you. I don't know. I think when it comes to art and it comes to crafting, there's a lot of ingenuity there. So we kind of, for the most part, like your brain is wired. If you're an artist, a crafter or whatever, your brain is wired to find a solution. And so I think like, even if people give you like a base of something to work with, you can make it work for you in some feasible way because your brain sees a whole different instruction set than maybe like a regular brain. But either way, this page originally was never made for just me doing crafts. But I think that's the route I want to go with it because I don't really do anything business related with it. So I might as well, you know, utilize it for something good, I guess, for me. But yes, so every now and then I'm just going to check in and drop a video until I figure out what exactly I want to do. I don't know. If you happen to see this and you've watched it this far, feel free to leave any kind of comment you want. I'll do my best to get back to anybody. And if nobody watches it, that's cool too. Because I don't know, it's still just, it exists. That's it. It exists. And that's like the hardest step, is making something exist in the first place. So again, my name is Taylor. I am just a random crafting ADHD PCOS mom, millennial, you know, obviously. Yeah,